It's the Date Master. Yes, we're back again with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to my new subscribers. I'm glad y'all rocking with the content. We're gonna keep this thing going. So we're gonna get into the Tyre Nichols situation. I'm not gonna take too long. I am gonna give a different perspective. Some perspectives I've seen that align with what my views are. But what I want to make sure that I emphasize in regards to this story is that there is something seriously wrong with the black male image. And like I said, I try not to harp and pound on race, but in certain areas of society, such as violence, economic status, relationships, just the overall perception of black men, it is all wrong because media has been used and weaponized along with other aspects to pretty much keep the black male at the bottom. And I do not align. I will not ignore it. I will not omit it from my content, being that I am a black man. With this whole situation, when I saw it first coming out, it seems as if it was somewhat of a movie premiere from some of these media outlets like CNN and Fox, and for whatever it's like they had it scheduled. We're going to be showing the video of Tyre Nichols being brutally beaten within an inch of his life. Am I the only one that caught that? They pretty much had it posted as a preview. And I know, and we know, if this would have been any other race of man being, and I did not watch the video, but just looking at the feedback and the reviews of the video, I know it was very heinous and very graphic. If it would have been any other race of men, they would have not aired and posted and showed this in this fashion. So we have to ask, why, when it comes to a black man being murdered, it is prime time television? How many Hispanic, Asian, Caucasian, Indian males have you seen on national TV, publicized all over the internet, being brutally beaten or murdered by a police or anyone else? How many times have you seen this? There is an agenda and a campaign to keep the black male image. And I'll get on the police officers in a second. There's a campaign and an agenda to keep the black male image weak. This is why every time we get a positive movement, there's going to be turned negative, or it's going to be infiltrated and destroyed from within. It's going to be infiltrated. Let's look at the Black Panthers. Let's look at the Nation of Islam with Malcolm X and so many other organizations that had positive trajectory, and somehow they end up being dismantled. They do not want to see black men mobilize. The Passport Bros, they're trying to sabotage it by way of the black woman. You see, there is an agenda. And if you don't see it, you need to open your eyes wider. Let's look at the black police officers who were, you notice how they arrested them so swift. So it was so quick to get justice for Tyre Nichols. And I'm glad he got it. But if this would have been, again, we've seen, how many times have we seen this story? How many times have we seen white police officers get paid administrative leave until the investigation is finished, which in some cases took 6 months and some even over a year? But they're getting paid while they're getting paid to stay at home. Some even getting GoFundMe's up to the 400,000s from supporters. But with this situation, the black police officers were arrested very quickly, within a week. Fired, terminated, arrested, all within a week. But when other cases came about, we have to do an internal investigation. We have to do some litigation. But they're going to be getting paid while we take 8 months to a year to investigate. So this is a twofold situation. They show how quickly they're going to punish you after you do something, after you commit a crime, whether you police officers or not. And we're going to show you as the victim of the victim. They had this earmarked. We're going to air this video at 7 p.m. or something to that effect. And people were waiting and watching it. Why would I want to watch this? I mentioned this in my last video, or one of my previous videos. Why would I want to see something like this when I've seen something like this so much? Why do I still continue to want to see this? The murder of a black man, the crime against black men. When you look at the numbers, black men are the highest, the most likely to be a victim of a violent crime. So why do we want to see this? Why did we not petition or protest to not show Tyre Nichols being murdered? We don't want to see it. Don't show this. You didn't see any of that, did you? Why did this happen is the question. Why did 5 black police officers go and beat another? And this was from a traffic stop, if I'm not mistaken. This man did not commit a crime. He wasn't on no type of spree of crime or criminal activity. But you beat this man, and they say they were a part of some type of scorpion team, which in more cases than not, they've been operating like this for quite some time. So there should be civil suits to anyone, even if they were not beaten, even if they were harassed or given a citation or a ticket unjustly. So these press conferences, they sound and look good as if they're doing their job, but they're really not, because crime is still taking place. The environments are still the way they are, still fertilizing and housing future criminals and current criminals because they don't have an out. And I'm not making excuses, but we know poverty and crime go hand in hand. Wherever there's poverty, there's going to be crime. So why do you think there's always a perpetual state of poverty when it comes to the black community? Why do you think that is? We have $1 billion, if not $1 trillion spending power, but yet we want to run them. We're saving up to go on vacations. I was talking to one of my guys earlier today, one of my brothers, and we was having this talk, and we were like, I see people talking about saving up to go on vacation. Just think about that. Saving up, making payments on a vacation. That means you either can't afford it or you really haven't done enough work to deserve it. And I caught myself in that vacation loop. I want to go to here. I want to go to Miami. I got to save up to pay for this, for the nice Airbnb. I got to save up to get the outfits. I got to save up to do this. When I really should be saving up to take that money to invest in a vehicle or some financial assets that can generate the revenue to where if I pay for a vacation in full today, I make everything I just spent back tomorrow. We're consumers. We have a traumatic consumption syndrome. You heard it here first. Traumatic consumption syndrome. We consume out of trauma. We consume luxury items because we feel it's going to pacify or comfort or soothe the trauma that we don't want to address. So by showing and putting the attention on the new shoes, putting the attention on the new purse, putting the attention on the new phone, the new car, it takes away from addressing the issues that has us in a frenzy, working 60 to 70 hours a week, risking our lives and freedom to buy these things that don't hold any value. But we want to keep up with the Jones. We have a one-up culture. I was looking at a video and they were talking about cultures overseas when it comes to the passport bros and people who just moved abroad, just pretty much just expat out of the U.S. And they would say one thing they noticed about the cultural differences was that they don't have a one-up or I'm gonna do it better than you or bigger than you culture in a lot of these other places around the world. I noticed that with American culture, Western culture, we have I'm a one-up you. I'm gonna get the best one. I'm gonna get the newest one mentality, and I'm gonna show you that I got the newest one and you got the old one. You notice that? Traumatic consumption syndrome. We consume out of trauma. We consume out of lack of self-esteem, lack of self-confidence. I see women with hair all the way down to their calf muscles and waving it around as if they're flexing. flexing someone else's hair on their head. Imagine me putting on a bodysuit that has abs and big muscles and all of this, and I'm flexing, taking pictures and videos. And this is not even a body that I worked to get. This is someone else's body type that they took a cast and mold on, and I bought it and put it on my body, and I'm walking around like it's mine. We're sick. We're sick and delusional. You can't explain to me why this man was beaten by 5 black police officers. I can't understand it. I can't understand it. But I can see why it was positioned and propagated out to the media to the public for consumption in the manner that it was. Now, what's going to happen now? There's going to be some civil unrest, which they say it was some riots and some things of that nature. But something else is going to happen. Krishan is going to get punched in the face by Blueface, or she's going to punch him in the face, or she's going to swing on her friends. Cardi B is going to come out with the video. Meg Thee Stallion is going to pop out doing something, and we're going to forget all about it. And we're just going to wait for the next traumatic scenario to take place so we can watch it like it's prime time TV. And wait till it comes out and watch it with popcorn and share it and comment on it all day until the next topic comes out, and then the next topic comes out. Rest in peace to Tyre Nichols. This was a sad and unfortunate situation, but the black man's image is being destroyed intentionally. And we must wake up and we must address it and speak out against it, or we will be a victim of not doing so. But you guys let me know what you think about this video, this scenario, this whole situation. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's the Day Master.